Hello, my name is Victoria Brown. I'm with Black Girl Gamers, and today we have a special guest because actually I am the guest. I'm in Montreal, Canada. I'm in their studio, Compulsion Games, and I am with...
My name is Jasmin Roy, Game Director on Southern Midnight.
Can you talk a little bit more of like why it was so important to make sure that you hone in on the gameplay and how it bridges with the healing aspect, the trauma, like with the enemies, like she's dealing with, I think you mentioned like fear and insecurity, things like that.
So allow me to at least like give you a good rundown of how all this works. Within the game, Hazel is able to manipulate magical strands, right? And these strands are really kind of like the fabric of reality, and now it all ties us together. And when something really terrible happens to a person or a creature, it creates that stigma. The strands become corrupted, and it creates these barriers, these stigma elements, you know, that are going to be all around the world. Is this supernatural element that's going to be really all across all of our region. And as you explore the world, you're going to be really going through it to experience the story of a creature. We got this creature that roams the region. Something really terrible happened to them, and that's what corrupted all of that's what created all of the stigma. And as you go through the region, you're going to be able to slowly learn that story through bits and pieces. Hazel as a weaver is able to mend and unravel these corrupted strands, and that clears the stigma of the area. Within the stigma is also the Aints, our recurring enemy characters that we see throughout the game. These are evil spirits that comes in to feed on these dark energies, so to speak. And as you progress through the game, you're going to go into confrontation against the Aint, which you're going to have to defeat in order to restore the stigma, and that will allow you to slowly collect bits and pieces of the vision of the creature, learning more about their story, and that gives the Weaver the opportunity to then heal the creature and help them face it. So for us, it was really important that that as you explore the world, you were able to really slowly dive into these narratives. Our creatures are not just, our mythical creatures are not just about, giant creatures. They really are, they started as a normal creature, and then they ended up, being transformed by their personal story. So as you go around, you're going to slowly learn about it. And all these stories, they tie into three themes of trauma and loss, which is very important to the Southern Gothic genre, right. Of the past coming back to kind of impact the present. It's really all about each region being structured where you're going to encounter a creature. That creature is going to have a story, and you're going to need to learn it in order to be able to heal it. And the stigma is just part of that. It's something that you'll see along the way, and that you'll need to slowly mend to be able to kind of acquire the knowledge you need to.
I love the breakdown because when you mentioned like transforming the creature, one of the things that stood out to me in the gameplay is after the fact, she is healing the world that she's currently in.
Yeah.
And the fact that she's interacting with the world itself and the environments, like how much does that play a role in the gameplay?
It's pretty central because this is how you're going to progress throughout every region, right? And this is really how it ties into all of our other core gameplay mechanic, core engagement with, the combat, as you're going to go in and eliminate all of the Aints to be able to then mend one of the area, being able to unravel it. So it really ties, stigma and the encounters you find within them really ties to all of our combat. And it's also one of our main progression throughout each and every region of this. Yeah.
And speaking of combat, because with what's his name, Two-Toed Tom?
Yeah, Two-Toed Tom.
Yes.
Yeah.
The
we saw.
Yeah.
In the first showcase.
Yes. The gameplay is so dope, and I'm like, okay, if this is one boss fight, I can only imagine the others. But especially when he swung his tail. I'm just letting you know, by the time I start playing the game, I'm probably going to die from the tail because it happens so quickly, but When you did die, like you came back to life instantly.
So we got all kinds of different difficulty settings for all kinds of players. And we got full difficulty settings and one that you're going to be able to customize for your own specific, desires. We usually go on the easier side, but there are for more technical gamers like the harder difficulty, and you're really going to be able to kind of tweak all of that. In terms of what you saw in the respawning, we got two different ways that we're gonna have the respawn system. One of them is you can get defeated, you run out of life, but most of the time when you're going to encounter an hazard or something like you can instantly respawn. So if you fall, let's say in a pit, you're going to have, we keep the game going, as long as you lose a bit of life, and then you can keep on going playing the game.
Now, it just hit me just now. I remember during the gameplay, you can follow the
guidance track.
Back. So there will not be fast travel. Like you have to physically go back, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So there's no fast travel or there's no type of fast travel or backtracking in general. The game is really built around the story being having this forward momentum that's going to carry you through all of the region, all of the journey that we built for Hazel, from very normal to kind of a very normal beginning to kind of a more fantastical, always deeper into the fantastical. And there's not really any, the game is really linear in that fashion. So we're not really going back in time to like previous regions or anything like that. It's really is narrative driven, built into different chapters. And the guiding strands is the main wayfinding tool that we use, where you're going to be able to always find your path forward using the guiding strands to be able to.
What is your favorite part of the gameplay, if you could tell me?
My favorite part of the gameplay really is how really the weaving powers interact with both the environment and the creatures, and how you can use the different Hazel's different abilities to kind of traverse the environment, and then also use that in order to combat the different enemies. That's really it is amongst my favorite, and probably on top of it, our showcase with our mythical creature, big giant creature, that kind of caps some of the region and some of our big story moment. A good collaboration between narrative to define what the creature is, from gameplay to the music tie-in to that, and then creating all of our creatures together. So it was really interesting to kind of go from one phase to the other and seeing, oh, you guys want to do this? Okay, so we'll try that, and we kind of wrap things up.
And including with the movement, how they...
Yeah, it's even from the animation, because we've got mythical creature changing in, with different size. They don't all fit together. So it was all a collaborative effort, kind of a collaborative, an organic process to kind of get all of that together. And we went through multiple different iterations to kind of land on the creatures we have now.
That is so exciting.
Well, we hope you guys enjoy it.
Okay.
When the game comes out.
I'm sneaking one more question. Okay. What engine is it on?
Oh, it's on Unreal Engine 4.
Unreal Engine 4. Well, there you have it, you all.